Good morning and welcome back, YouTubers, to the second day of my vlogs of 2016. Pretty much, as you can see, basically I'm dressed up ready to go soon. In about probably say 10:30 I'm about to go about doing my my last end of year options lunch that I mentioned on my first day vlog. Pretty much that's going to cost herself about, I've heard, about 50 people that are attending to that. But before then, like I said, also I'm going to show you some other pieces. So at the moment I just decided to, you know, do my tree decorations, hence the title. So this is the start of it. Barely empty, I know. I'll show you hopefully soon once it's all done up later in the piece. So hopefully give me the heads up with the first Christmas vlog that you liked it, obviously, and if you want to see more, obviously, because as I said before, I'm not sure how many days I'm going to do it, even though I know some of the YouTubers that I've been following in the local New Zealand, even though it's a hot summer day today, I'll be out and about in the sun, hence what I'm wearing right now, as well as trying to be Christmassy. So you can't obviously see right now of my bracelet, but I'll see if I can get it into focus with you. Trying to get into a summer Christmassy kind of, you know, theme. Also, as I showed to you yesterday, my little friend basically of one of the solar panel kind of item is on display at the moment, waiting to be charged. So that's one of them, obviously. So as I said before, quick look at my Christmas tree before I show you my next step of my Christmas tree decorations. As I said, don't prejudge me here. Obviously it's just the start of it. You know, as you can see, this is the one from the warehouse. Hence, like, I know for some people, obviously, for summer, Christmas or whatever, you know, they will go for probably deck the whole real tree. I don't know, but you guys who are doing these Christmas vlogs, maybe you can kindly show your Christmas tree, how it looks and stuff, on the description below, or maybe through my Twitter page if need be. Like I said, I was hoping to create some social media sites like Instagram and other sites, so you guys can follow me on these other alternative media sites if you've got those. So don't worry about that, those are going to come into effect maybe after New Year's. So as I said, sit back, relax, and hopefully you are enjoying your day, and I'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back, you guys. Even though, like I said before, I show you my tray, there's only a little bit of decorations due to what I was trying to aim for my budget this year, even though this is my first time for Christmas and everything else. Just to give you the lowdown, also when I was doing up the tree, I had a bit of hassles because obviously, you know, be it from the warehouse with these wires that they have attached on this tree, which you can see now that is obviously designed up as best as I could with all the decorations around, so to speak. You know, as I said, just basically just plain and simple. Even though I was trying to go for a theme here, like the summer kind of Christmassy thing, I know for a fact that, you know, Christmas is usually at this time of the year will be winter over in the UK for some people that I may have been following through either through the autistic site versus basically the, you know, YouTube sites or whatever it is. But, you know, let me know if your guys' plans, if you are going to be joining us, you know, doing these Christmas vlogs and so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do, guys, basically, as I said, got a busy day ahead of me, even though hopefully it will calm down, but who knows. So in the meantime, basically, like, I'll show you around a bit more of what's going to happen in the next few segments of what I'm going to be doing, which is, as I said, heading out to Cobb & Co for my options lunch. It might give you a little quick, you know, update outside options, just to show you what options is all about, and hopefully I can tell you more about what options is about. And I was speaking to also, before I end this first part of my day of this, that, you know, I was talking to one of the team leaders, obviously, to see if I can, you know, while I'm in Cobham Cove, and be very cool with a few support workers that does some support for people with special needs, you know, but he said to me I have to check it out with them for permission. So if they're not in there, that's fine, because as I said to him, basically I'll make him remain anonymous, that at this point of time I'm going to, I'm going to see if I can do what the Christmas means to them, hopefully next week. I just have to either A, give them a quick reminder about it, obviously, and hopefully you'll see a bit of what Christmas means to them versus hopefully in my segment what it means to me, as well as maybe a quick Christmas message, but I don't know as of yet, but I'll let you know further on when you're journeying with me on this Christmas vlogs. Right now, as I said, I don't know how many of these will be up for you to enjoy while we're on this Christmas silly season, I call it, even though some people will call it otherwise. 'Tis the season to be jolly, but as I make a light joke, 'tis the season to be silly, because obviously, you know, sometimes it's about jolly and silly at the same time, obviously. So no further ado, guys, thanks for watching, stay tuned, and I'll be back with you hopefully in the next second part of my segment of this today's vlog. So hopefully you've enjoyed it so far, and like I said, give me a feedback on some of the videos that you may have seen, or private message me, you know the drill, share the videos around, and I'll see you all again soon.
Welcome back, YouTubers, to the channel. If you're following me right now, at this point in time, as you know, basically I'm doing these Christmas vlogs, so it all was up to leading up to the point of after doing the Christmas decoration and hanging them up and whatnot, as well as my, you know, doing up my Christmas tree. Even though, like I said in the first piece, it took a while for me to do it this morning, obviously. And I've had a bit of a laugh here and there, even though now, since it's been hanging up, it's attracting one of the flatmates' cat's attention on my tree right now, due to obviously the attraction of the shiny baubles, which, let's fingers crossed, she doesn't end up damaging the tree. So my rule of thinking right now is keeping her way out of my room when this is hung up. So, and all further ado, also just to let you know before we continue on journeying on of what I shared with you about, you know, my lunch do that I had this afternoon based on my Cobham Co stuff, I need to tell you that obviously that there's some parts that will be blurred out or blurred or a bit unsteady handing of how I did the video, so I'll apologize in advance for that, and hopefully some of it you can get a clearer, better feeling of what was going down. But before I begin this showing you the piece, I did mention to you in the first part of my Christmas vlog of day one of yesterday's one, December 8th, briefly about what options is. So I'll give you more of a lowdown now before I show you these future further on of these other vlogs. So as you're aware, basically, like, I'm under options. Options is an organisation, obviously, that provides a whole range of services for people that's, you know, got different disabilities and different special needs, regardless, you know, what it may be. You know, some severe special needs to just, you know, the mild to the, you know, just the ones that feels that are able. Some of the services are as follows. Number one is your supported living, which this is basically a service that they provide for where an individual has planned support with a support person, as well as just that living in coordinator, whatever she is. I can't remember her name, but I'll leave her name out at this point of time. Her role is obviously to try and help people, you know, find the right kind of accommodation for the clients that's under options, obviously, so that they're in a safe environment and that they're happy in the community, as well as obviously, you know, being able to live their life as normal as possible. Number two, for the next services, is your transition services. What this is entailing is, this is for helping students, you know, to think about life after school, basically when they finish high school, what they're going to do with their life. Are they going to, you know, be on the benefit, or are they going to do another course maybe after high schooling, or are they going to have a gap year, or whatever it may be. There is a person there that helps deal with that kind of services. Number 3 is your coaching assistance. Obviously this is to make a desired or wanted life change, obviously. So therefore basically in that piece there is, I think, some form of coach or something that's at options, because obviously there are a different variety of different roles for different people that are work there. I've met a few of them along the way, obviously, but like I said, I'm not going to mention any names. I find them really lovely to try and, thing. Obviously, they're good face-to-face, as well as being able to have a bit of a laugh here and there of some of the people that I've met along the way, which is good, because especially, like as I shared earlier, like in my day 1 Christmas vlog right now, that I found it really good that I have someone there to support me, or just getting to know them, of that ladies group, and hopefully later on in the piece that would be able to, make more connections later on. Number 4 is obviously community linking. What I mean here, this is a form of support that you can get for the person, be it, abled or in a specialised need group, be able to be involved in certain community activities, events, organisations, along with developing, new social connections along the way, as well as building new friendships. Be it, if they like to be, formally, face-to-face kind of activity, kind of connection of a friendship thing. Excuse me, the weather's getting to me, just to bear in mind, since it's a hot, glorious day out here in the Manawatu. Number 5, last but not least, is another service which is supported employment, which is a person that is a centre approach to help us, to obtain and retain the employment of whatever it may be, of what we can, get at that given moment of time, regardless if it's voluntary versus if we're working alongside with them, somehow they will put us into, certain stuff to do for them, be it, maybe cleaning up for them like I did in the past, or what have you. Okay, obviously with this team, obviously it's a real big organisation of options. Obviously they're located in the Manawatu, Hora Whanau, Rangitikei, Tararua, Wellington, Hawke's Bay, and also down as far as Nelson and Marlborough regions to help us out. Also, just to bear in mind, also there has been another services that has been introduced as of in 2014 that has been merged in with options for in the community living, which is the Tuatoko services. And under that criteria, they've got some other services also under that too, which is called tactics, which obviously they'll offer the following for people. Number 1 is your training and workshops. Number 2, individualized programs. Number 3, individualized assessments. Number 4, parent mentoring and coaching. And number 5 is your practical strategies and behavior, obviously. So this basically ends quickly on the one about that. Briefly about options, and just to give you a lowdown on what's going on. So in this piece now that I'm showing, hopefully you'll enjoy it, and I'll get back to you in the meantime. Sit tight and relax of this, and we'll see you soon. Also, just a heads up while you're watching these, some of the people that are in here are the clients of options. I forgot to actually pre-warn beforehand about, they may likely to be accidentally in the video, because obviously I was trying to take a video outlook of what Common goes out here in exterior and interior look of what it looks like and whatnot, not to try and force any photos upon them, because obviously some of these clients that I was talking to today are a bit sensitive and whatnot about camera. And also just a heads up, also you may see later on, hopefully in my next few pieces on my Christmas vlog, that I'm going to introduce to you, or will be certain people that worked for options. There will be maybe a few of them, I don't know how many as of yet, but I'll let you know hopefully further on in the track, which hopefully will be up as of next weekend, basically as part of a Christmas vlog, so that you guys know what options is, or just getting to know the staff yourself, as well as the team, or shall we say, we'll call them the team at options, so that we can actually get to know them more, as well as myself, since being with them for the last year, since I've been with options, as I said, as of last year, June 2015, I think. I don't know, they've got it all record anyway, so they can recall it for me if need be. So in order to do, guys, like I said, just to sit tight and enjoy this, and I'll be back with you shortly. So
Should have taken it inside. Whoa, that made me jump. Coming down, down, down. Up 10B. At exterior. Might have to find a logo, to be honest. I don't know where the others got to, but hey. Alright. I forgot to bring extra money for the sake of what you call it, for drink. Now I'm thirsty again.
This Coke Zero?
Coke Zero.
Apparently my brother's his diet.
Seating arrangements.
And we're back. As you can see, obviously from the previous clip, obviously it was a bit blurred, so like I said, a couple of apologies in advance, but yeah, just to give you the lowdown, also just an overview of what we were doing. Obviously, as you can see, that there were a lot of people there. Obviously, as I said earlier in the piece, there were 50, but then the numbers kept on growing and growing, obviously, for this lunch, so I think in total was 50 plus coming on. So in order to do, also just to give you the lowdown, you know, even though I can't find the image on my phone about what I had for lunch, I was hoping to show you that was the arachnic balls, which consisted of like a crumb coating on the outer, and the inner pretty much was the rice, the chili, some sort of sauce with it, and some other herbs in it, and then outside of it was some sort of, like, it's not balsamic vinegar as such, but some sort of other black sauce. I can't remember if it's soy sauce or whatever it is, with the herb sauce. And then for my main, obviously, because that was my entree, main, moving on, was basically a steak sandwich made out of ciabatta bread sort of thing, bun, versus basically a bit of salad stuff. So it had the specialized lettuce and tomato with a bit of aioli or gullet mayonnaise running through it, and I had a bit of fries on the side that was coated with chicken salt. I did manage to, however, earlier in the piece, even though, like, if you heard me say that I couldn't scavenge for a drink as much, I actually did end up getting a drink before we start the eating process, which I actually had a glass of orange juice filled with ice cubes in it, even though, yeah, as they say sometimes, you know, with most drinks, you know, you tend to have, what you call it watered down. But in order to do, guys, basically this is the end of it. Obviously, as I said, I had a bit of fun there. Hopefully this will be a little remembrance to remember for many years to come. Hopefully maybe for you guys as you've been journeying with me. But, you know, do what you love what you do. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. Obviously, until next time, Aspie signing out, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.